The 2019 Cape Cod St. Patrick's Parade steps off in Yarmouth on Saturday, March 9th. This year is expected to be the biggest yet.
Well, I kind of think it's a majority rules. Everybody wants to be Irish come St. Paddy's Day. The Irish are a jovial, friendly, outgoing bunch of people, and if you go to Ireland, you'll see it. I've been on the committee for 14 years, started with it when we were members of the Ancient Order of Hibernians, and it was intended back then to honor a president of the AOH, Ancient Honor of Hibernian, Tommy McCann. It was his dream. He never got to see it. He died of cancer before we had our first parade. So I've been with it ever since, and this is the greatest thing that's happened to honor Sean on this.
The theme of this year's parade is the spirit of the community, and the parade is dedicated to fallen Yarmouth Police Sergeant Sean Gannon.
He was involved with children and kids and the big brother, big sisters. So people didn't know that about him. He did a lot of stuff on the side that he never looked for accolades or anything. He just done it because he wanted to from his heart. And with us, to honour him, we want people to have a good time, and him looking down the spirit of Sean and seeing people having a good time, that's what we want to do, and that's the honour we're trying to do for Sean. It's nothing else. It's not money. None of us get paid. It's all community, and the honour we want is for Sean to see on the day how happy people will be.
Sean and Nero walked the parade route together last year, and this year Nero will walk alongside handler Peter McClellan as the Grand Marshal.
And last year Nero and Sean walked the exact same route that we're going to do this coming Saturday, which is just amazing. Every year we'd be in the parade, he'd walk next to us, we'd speak to him, "Hey Sean, how's it going?" But then you'd see the joy in his face. He really, really wanted to be there. It wasn't that he was told to be there. It wasn't that he was there because of his job. He was there because of his Irish heritage, and he loved it. And you could see in his the joy. And that's when he was part of our family. We always looked at Sean was there every year with us when we saw how hurt people were on the Cape, and they were looking for some redemption and some feel happy. And when they saw Nero injured, everybody was every day checking how he was doing. It was after that, months later, people on the Cape were still hurting, and we thought, it'd be nice to do something for Sean, and we wanted to make sure it was non-politicised, non-commercialised, strictly community-based.
This year's parade will be the biggest yet, with bands, floats, and community groups from as far away as Ireland.
Right now we've 28 floats, we've about 10 bands, we've multiple community groups. We've got, estimated now, we thought it was going to be 25 canines, we're here to about 100 canines. We've got the police commissioner from Boston coming, Lieutenant Governor, Irish government is sending a representative, which is fantastic. The Consul General from Ireland is actually coming and going to walk in the parade.
The parade begins at Route 28 and Long Pond Road in West Yarmouth and proceeds north on Route 28 to Higgins Kroll. Staging takes place at Skull Island, owned by committee member Tom Nicanello.
They've been staging here for a number of years. This is probably one of the biggest parking lots on 28, and it just fits. We have Long Pond and 28, and we kind of used the fork in the road to bring up the floats. Like Des says, there's 25 floats, so that takes up a lot of room. So you got to have a lot of space. And this year, with the dedication to Sean, we have a lot of the Brotherhood of Blues. So they're probably going to take up this whole parking lot themselves, because they're coming from all over, all over the planet, actually, because, when one of their brothers die, everybody, helps out. So we're just so joyful to be participating and helping out.
Gannon family spokesperson, attorney Bruce Behrens, says the Gannon family is honored that the parade will celebrate Sean's life and expresses their sincere gratitude to all those that have conveyed their love and support. What the committee wants most is for people to feel joy as they watch the parade and remember Sean.
On the day, just for people to feel, I think they will feel it when they go by, and if it can uplift the spirits of everybody, I think that's what Sean would want. And if we do that, we've honoured him. For that 2 hours where people feel good about themselves, and everybody who's lost somebody, if they can just even think of that and have a good time. And when they see Nero, it will be emotional, but also it will be uplifting.
The 2019 Cape Cod St. Patrick's Parade begins at 11 o'clock this Saturday morning in Yarmouth. For Cape Media News, I'm Sarah Colvin.